Did the RCMP learn anything from the aftermath of the High River, Alberta gun grab? Well, not in BC if the activity of the official BC RCMP Twitter account tells us anything. During the most recent round of gun amnesty, the BC RCMP put out this tweet this week, and it should have all legal, responsible gun owners concerned. It reads, "Even registered firearms pose a risk to you as the owner and the public. Turn it in to prevent the trace back to you. Hashtag BC Gun Amnesty." The caption then reads, "You wouldn't want your gun used in a crime, would you?" Well, of course not. And the insinuation that legal firearms owners in BC are somehow responsible for the crimes of criminals using illegal handguns is flat out ridiculous. And the whole tweet amounts to nothing more than fear-mongering. Look, there's no denying that places like Surrey right now and parts of the Fraser Valley have seen an uptick in gun violence and shootings as an ongoing gang war around the drug trade wages on. And I agree, we need to do whatever we can to get criminals off our streets and illegal guns out of their hands. And sure, maybe a gun amnesty program can work, I guess. Currently, the BC RCMP are offering such a program where, sure, maybe some reforming criminals or guys who bought an illegal handgun when they were younger to look cool now want to get rid of them with no questions asked, and they can hand in their guns. But to suggest that the real problem is criminals stealing the firearms of legal owners, to me, is a bit lazy by the RCMP. Surrey is right on the border with the US, and it's no secret most of these gang members and drug dealers involved in most of the gun crimes get their guns after they've been illegally smuggled over the border. And that's what the police should be focusing on. But no, if you look at one of the responses to the tweet by the RCMP, you'll see one citizen, presumably a firearms owner, say exactly what I just said. Go after illegal guns, not law-abiding citizens. And the response from the BC RCMP was to, sadly, up the ante and even suggest maybe we should close gun shops because the risk that criminals will rob them and steal the guns. And they linked to a story in Vernon, BC about a robbery just recently. But isn't that like asking all law-abiding citizens to turn in their cars and for auto dealerships to close because their cars might get stolen by criminals and then used in a crime? And what about the RCMP's recent history of trying to restrict the rights of gun ownership with their attempted reclassification of the Swiss Arms and CZ 858 rifles? You know, I wanted to give the RCMP a chance to clarify things and give an explanation to me and to you, our viewers, many of whom are legal and responsible firearms users. So I went out to the Surrey RCMP detachment, but I was told that the RCMP would be withholding any media comment until the conclusion of the amnesty program at the end of the month. I'll make sure to bring this up when that day comes in November. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're a legal firearms owner and user and concerned, why not check out our own Faith Goldie's show On the Hunt every week? It'll cost you $8 a month, but she regularly fights for your rights as a firearms owner. Check it out.